comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Auburn's offense will get first crack at it today. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, Dave.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
A lot of times with these RPOs, you see linebackers so slow, they don't want to mess up. Not on this one. Watch the defense attack downhill, go get the running back, get a tackle for a loss.
Looking downfield, it's Garner. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Well, they didn't let him get loose for a big return, but he still made the big play, and they'll take over at the 17.
That is the perfect start for a defense that has really struggled against the pass this season. They're in the bottom portion, okay? Have struggled, but opening drive, making a statement. Maybe this creates some momentum. Maybe this turns the tide for this defense.
Pulls it and fires to the left. Shakes off the defender. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, it's exactly right. Find the guy who's open because you got...
He's going for the goal line. Into the end. Goes. Touchdown, Irish. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Takes the handoff, it's Moulton. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Tigers racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's
turning it on. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback, stop the running back's feet right there. I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough, and he gets the first down.
It's a good job, too, there on 3rd down by the offense because a major statistic in football in terms of winning and losing is how good are you at staying on the field, keeping drives alive. Whether it's 3rd and long or 3rd and inches, you just have to go execute. They do it.
Bring in the heat. Snagged in the middle. It's Davidson. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Quick completion on the out. They bring him down, and not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
We knew coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
There's the pressure. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Dropping back, it's Garner. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Moulton. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Just a short pass to the tight end.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. What that means is keeping 3rd downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Finds a soft spot in the middle. That'll be enough for a 1st down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew it, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. He wants to change this route. They just keep firing. Zings it complete to the right. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. 4th down and 3, and they'll try to pick it up. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He makes it right. And he will score. Touchdown, Tigers. Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
Well, this offense needed a touchdown. No doubt that that was the guy the QB was going to be looking for on that play.
And he did make that extra point. No issue with the treacherous footing. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Off the play fake on 1st down. And the quarterback brought up to and sacked at the 12. The Tigers bringing the heat the way Andre Bruce did back in the day.
And they just find those big, nasty, strong, physical guys that can eat up the line of scrimmage and get after quarterbacks. It's one of the staples of these Auburn teams all throughout the years.
Maybe picked up a couple as he gets it to the 14.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Oh, this crowd wants it. They want to roll Toomer's corner. But right now they want to stop on 3rd down. And he's on bottle. And now it's loose. The ball's loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And the offense goes 5 wides and spreads the field. The problem is that spreads you thin. And you only got 5 guys in protection, and they don't do a good enough job up front. The defense gets home, forces the fumble. Big play for this defense.
They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They'll keep it on the ground looking for the end zone. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
Looking to the end zone on third and goal. Touchdown, Auburn! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in the game.
Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Back to pass, it's Fox. Shoots it to the left. Intercepted, the defense is set up. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And these are the mistakes backed up you can't make as a quarterback, man. You've got to protect the football. Big-time mistake. Defense capitalizes and sets their offense up with elite field position.
A first down run on the doorstep. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. They'll knock him down behind the line, and that's how we'll end this quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Auburn has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Looking to throw on third and goal. Looking for the goal line. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Tiger. That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out and start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Here come the Irish back on offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to worry.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
The Irish come to the line facing second and short. The play action fake. Throws to the wideout. Got his man on the right. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
A nice play there. And I know when you think Notre Dame football, you're thinking about running the football and all those NFL offensive linemen they have, but when you've got playmakers like him on the perimeter, you've got to be able to take advantage of him. This guy has the chance to play on Sundays. He's too good. If you've got a window to throw and that guy's out running a route, give him an opportunity.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. DB's right up on the receivers. Back to throw, it's Fox. Working that left side now. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on third down. He wants to throw it again. Caught in the backfield. It's Valentine. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Gets the first one of the day off and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. So here comes the Auburn offense. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. They'll go to the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Auburn to the line in a hurry.
Offense trying to go RPO, but how about the defense? Up front, their front 7, they had dudes winning, just being way more physical and able to get to that running back.
Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. He finds a dead spot in the middle. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Motion from the wideout. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another first down. Might be changing the route. To the air. It's Garner. Fires to the tight end. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. This is a great way to control tempo, control the game, feeding the tight end, and they've done it beautifully here in the first half.
You find great matchups where you see, you think about it. He's too good to be covered by linebackers. You like your matchup versus a safety, so zone or man, whatever you want to do, I'm going to find the big fella because he's going to be open most of the time.
And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Auburn going to work with another first down.
This is a top 25 offense in college football, and I like what they do. They can run the football on 3rd downs when they need to. They show you right there. They've got some balance to them. They really know who they are. They have a good identity, and that's why they've been so successful this season.
Fires to the big fella. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. Go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
They'll give it to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup. running short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40. And the Tigers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Trying to turn the corner on the right. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Auburn lines up quickly. They try to get it outside on the left. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss. Well, the head coach told us in pregame he liked the way his defensive speed matched up, and it's really hard to get the edge against these guys.
Yeah, and everybody wants to run outside and get their fast guys in space, but you look at how fast these backers close and run the football. It looks like you've got a little bit of space out wide, and then, boom, it's gone in a hurry.
How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Look at this defense. Shoulders sagging, tongues hanging out. 13 plays they've endured from this offense. Pulls and fires. Good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. Doesn't have a straight-on shot here. He'll kick it from the left hash and 39 yards out. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And I like the way this defense just finished. And I know they're trailing, but they didn't give up the touchdown. Got a little bit of momentum. Not much time left in this first half, but you got halftime to make some adjustments, come out with some energy, but a nice stop here.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Gonna run it. It's Valentine. He's gonna lose a yard on that one. That's gonna wrap up the first half here. And now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work in Auburn, Alabama so far, and welcome into the halftime report.
Auburn ready to boot it deep to start the second half. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece, and this is coach speak, and very simple. I score, I get a stop, I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Nice pass on the run. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Looking to throw, it's Fox. He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Irish send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They'll start this drive at their own 48. To the air on first down. Finds his man. It's Henderson. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Caught close to the marker against Simmons. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the third quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. And this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige. When you've got the playmakers you have offensively, just keep chucking it.
Quarterback may change this route. Going to swing it on second down. Got it in the middle. It's Henderson. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. He's looking to throw on third and short. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. Perhaps emboldened by converting a fourth down earlier in the game, they'll try a second time. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Auburn trying to convert on fourth down. Has to get there to move the sticks. The chains will move, and they'll have first and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. The Tigers are moving quickly down the field. Here we go, here we go. They're going to go right back to him on first down.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the...
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Auburn. And the stomping has commenced. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in week 5? Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Here come the Irish back on offense. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point, you're going to have to change your thought process. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking downfield, it's Fox. Quickly out to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the...
Breaks into the open. Discards him with the stiff arm. And he's brought down after a huge completion. Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Motion from the wide receiver. From the gun, running back gets the gift. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down.
Just plowing ahead. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Notre Dame! Looking for the 2-point try.
And the running back gets his second rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. And after that last score, this is just a 2-possession game now, and they'll be looking to find some cushion on this drive. On the run, it's Henderson. Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31.
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well. And for me, I would keep thinking about creative ways of getting this guy the ball as the game goes on here in the second half.
And he's brought down after a nice gain.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Quarterback making adjustments. To throw, it's Garner. Finds his man, it's Henderson.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
They'll run play action. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Grab near the sticks, it's Craven. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
The give to the back. Couldn't really get started there. Pickup of 1 to the 35.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Goes to the option. He'll toss it. He'll be run out of bounds right at the 25. Auburn to the line in a hurry.
Really impressed with the running back. His stats haven't been great, right? Every yard has been hard to come by, but these are some of the best runs we've seen in the game by him, and it's happening at the most important time here in the 4th quarter.
right back to the well. Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down.
And if this offense can keep that rolling, if they can keep the physical ground game and continue to add these plays up as they go along, long drives, eat the clock with the lead, this coach will be ecstatic.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Put themselves in a bit of a bind with that last one. Is 2nd and 14. Quarterback making checks. To the air, it's Garner. Here comes the heat. Makes the grab. Touchdown, Tiger! And the pummeling has started. That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. North Carolina overcame a sloppy start and just put the finishing touches on a notable road win. And to pick yourself up and dust yourself off away from Chapel Hill, these Tar Heels got to be thrilled with this result. A top 25 clash and an impressive showing that could be a huge confidence builder for this program. Back to you.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Looking downfield on first down. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Wants to fire on 2nd down. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. Under fire. And the missed connection on 3rd down.
At this point of the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. So here comes the Auburn offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Auburn lines up quickly. Looking for a man. It's Garner. It's on target and complete. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Caught in the backfield. It's Craven. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there in a similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but not this unit. They are still staying aggressive. They're still taking shots. They're just trying to light up the scoreboard.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. Gonna look downfield again. Flushed out of the pocket. He's gonna run it. That's a 20. He's got space. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal. The Tigers are flying down the field. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. The snap sets up the throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. All wideouts, no backs. To the air on second down. Fires into the end zone. And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete. Now third and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. From the gun, wants to pass. Wideout trying to get it in. The receiver will not get it to the sticks. It'll be fourth down. To the air, it's Gardner. Touchdown, Tigers. They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their fourth straight win.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
And he'll bring it back. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. They punted it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Wants to go up top on first down. Got a man. It's Roach. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Yeah, you throw a little hitch route. Nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly. Wide receiver, quarterback. Nice job being on the same page. Nice completion, nice catch.
Offense gets set for second down. Back to pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's Larson. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And we haven't called his name a lot, and I think this offense, they need to find a way to continue to manufacture touches for the big tight end. And I don't care how you do it. I don't care where you line him up. He's that good, and if I'm this offense, I'm going to find him more often.
The Irish trying to keep this drive moving on third and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
That's a really nice game. It just would have been really nice to see this from this offense earlier. Now you're getting to the point where there's a couple of thought processes. Do I build momentum for next week? Do I try to get this offense with the ground game clicking? Or do I throw the football every play and try to make this football game close?
Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. Motion from the back. To the air, it's Fox. Got it behind the line. It's Valentine. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. Wants to go up top. Snagged out of the air. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The marker rests at the 39, and that's what they need here on third down. On the run, fires downfield. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. Finds the tight end. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Final minute. This game's on ice. They can take a knee and run out the clock.
This offense has to feel great with how they're able to go out, execute, and perform big plays all game long. I think it's sending a statement, too, to future defenses down the road on the schedule. They're going to be tough to contend with.
Yeah, I mean, they got firepower, putting up so many points. This thing is easily over. Now they can just chillax, go back to the locker room, know they're going to get the victory.
They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. They'll throw on 3rd and short. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they got him. A sack denies the try to convert on 4th down. Dropping back, it's Fox. Got the back over the middle. He get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a first down. Passing game kept his drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Got it in the middle. It's Larson. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on 2nd and short. They're setting up the screen. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. Just outside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21. Still firing away as they'll go down swinging. Tight end finds a soft spot. That will be the final play as the clock strikes 0 here.
Holding. Defense.
Just a little too much there, a little too handsy, and they nabbed them for the defensive holding penalty. The corners are walked up tight. Quick strike complete. That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if